Hey everyone, welcome back to ATX VGC Monday Night Friendlies. You're here tonight with the ATX VGC crew. You've got myself, Gems VGC, as well as I'll let everyone else introduce themselves.
I'm Nibs.
I'm Roller Coaster.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm Tiki.
Y'all can tell we definitely practice this a lot ahead of time.
Somehow this is our worst one yet, and we've been doing this for like
that
4
was,
months.
That was not good.
No, it wasn't. But thanks everyone for coming out. We are here tonight. We are going to be doing this. We have Series 6, I believe, planned for the next 2 weeks until the DLC is out, and then we will have tentative Series 7.
Yes.
Yeah, super excited. So with that, we have 4 battles lined up tonight. The very first one is going to be myself versus Justin Snores. In our second battle, we have Chase versus Adam. In our third battle, we're going to have Nibs versus Amy, right? Or no?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
Nibs versus me.
That's right.
Nibs versus Roller
yeah,
Coaster.
me and Roller
That's
Coaster,
right.
yeah.
And then finally, Sir Wilson versus Amy rounding us out. So I want to say hey to all the chat that's chiming in so far. Hope y'all are doing well. Good to see you, White Tigers and Amy. Yeah, we got all the casters playing tonight.
Oh yeah, all of us are playing. This is like the first time in a super long time.
Yeah.
All 5 of us, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So with that, if y'all give us 1 second, we're gonna go ahead and switch on over. I'm gonna go try and get matched up with Justin Snores, and you'll have Nibs and Roller Coaster taking you for the first 2 games in commentary. So give us 1 second, and we'll be right back.
Hey guys, what's going on? We are ATX VGC. My name is Nibs, and alongside me for the first 2 matches of the night is Roller Coaster. What's going on, Roller Coaster?
That's me. I'm doing good. I'm super tired, but I'm pumped to see some matches.
Yeah, I'm very excited. We got Gems VGC here facing off against Justin Snores for this first one here. Gonna be fun. I think we're packed here tonight with nothing but Series 6 battles.
Yeah, getting our last few matches of it in before it goes and the Crown Tundra shows up and blows everything away.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about Series 7 coming our way and having some new rule changes, but for now I'm definitely trying to practice for our Wednesday tours. Here we go into team preview with both of our players. Looks like Gemma is going to be using Terrakion, Persian, Arcanine, Rotom Wash, Amoonguss, and Gengar. That's her Women's Cup team. She's still sticking to it and still playing pretty well with it seems. If you want to go ahead and say Justin's team, go for it.
Yeah, it's Inteleon, Arcanine, Amoonguss, Escavalier, Galarian Slowbro, and what I assume is a Dark type Urshifu, though it could be Water.
Yeah, pretty cool. I'm excited to see Escavalier here. I don't know about you.
Yeah, Escavalier is a cool Pokemon. It in Trick Room, I think it has a solid matchup with everything except for the Arcanine, obviously. But I like Jim's team a lot. I had a very small hand in helping build it, but it's a pretty cool team. So I think, she just has to play around Trick Room and stuff like that and set up that Terrakion because it looks like it does a lot of damage to a lot of things.
Yeah, big damage. All right. Actually, looks like the overlay team is a little bit different for Justin Snores there. But he does bring the Inteleon and the Amoonguss to start, as Gemma is going to lead with the Gengar plus the Persian.
I'm going to take a guess as to what this is. I think this might be Focus Energy Inteleon, like the one that just tries to crit all the time.
Yeah.
That's just a guess. I could be super wrong. I don't know.
I'd say that's probably a pretty good guess, as that's run very, very rampant recently with the Inteleons. I think more often than not, it's the focus what is it?
So it has sniper, so you focus energy and run it with a scope lens or something, so that you have 100% crit chance, and then Inteleon's already super strong. And just going straight for the Dynamax. If it was a setup Inteleon, I guess he felt like he was in the safest place to set it up. I don't know if he knows that Gemma is safety goggles on the Persian, but it could be kind of scary risking that when you don't have the information. but it is the G-Max Inteleon, which means Hydro Snipe's going to ignore any ability and do like way more damage than normal. Oh, yeah, that's probably going to kill the Persian. Yeah,
wow,
that
even
Persian.
through the fur coat, that Persian is gone.
Yeah, okay, so it's a
Inteleon way
Life
up on
Orb
the tower.
Inteleon. Icy Wind's going to lower the speed of both of them. Solid play. Inteleon, while like super strong, is really frail and will like probably go down to any reasonable attack.
Yeah, Gemma taking her time here to pick her Pokemon that she's going to switch in. I don't think she was expecting the Persian to go down so quickly. But the good news for Gemma is she did get the Icy Wind off into both Pokemon here. So Terrakion probably going to outspeed the Inteleon, I would expect.
Yeah, Terrakion's definitely going to outspeed now. Inteleon's like 120 and Terrakion's 109, so and Escavalier is like one of the slowest Pokemon in the game, so that's not even a question of if it was going to outspeed or anything.
Oh, so the Inteleon after
dang.
one turn of Gigantamax off, it's going to switch out, and this Max Rockfall coming from the Terrakion is going to target down an Amoonguss.
Yeah, that was it felt the danger coming in there. Justin was like, no, not today, not my Inteleon, not like this. Which means potentially something like a close combat is probably going to come out from the Escavalier. I don't think Max Rockfall is going to be even like a 2-hit KO on Amoonguss, but it is going to do a good amount of damage. Will-O-Wisp coming out into the Escavalier, that's going to make its damage output basically non-existent. Although it is super strong, so I could be wrong about that. Rockfall going to come out. I imagine this does like 40, maybe 50% to the Amoonguss. Oh, I was super wrong. That's an easy 2-hit KO. I definitely underestimated Terrakion.
So we do
there's
close
a close combat. Yeah,
targeting down the Terrakion. That does about probably 30 to 35%. Gonna set up the sand as well.
Yeah, one of the kind of unfortunate parts about this, like I know that Gemma's Gengar is Focus Sash. I assume most people would assume that it's Focus Sash. This does break your Focus Sash, but now the speed is in her favor, so that's not as much of an issue.
Yeah, so I think even a Sludge Bomb here from the Gengar going into the Amoonguss would be pretty solid damage.
Yeah, Sludge Bomb probably would take it out with like the Sand Chip and everything. Justin just goes for the Protect onto the Amoonguss, probably try to keep it on the field as long as possible and be disrupted as much as it can. Knuckle is going to do a lot of damage. It may be in the range of Burn Chip, but I don't think it is. It didn't super look like it. Escavalier is going to go for a Drill Run. I don't know if this can get the KO with the Burn. Yeah, no, Gengar's going to hang on even with the Sand Chip. And Curse Body is going to disable the Drill Run, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah, really cool ability there that Gengar has. Maybe not quite as good as Levitate. It kind of depends on your opinion, I think. But if you're not going to have Levitate, Curse Body is definitely pretty cool because now the Drill Run is gone from the Escavalier probably for the rest of this game one.
Yeah, I imagine that Justin is probably going to want to do something like switch out the Amoonguss to get some Regenerator health on it. But the issue is, like, I don't know what he could have in the back that would potentially want to eat the damage. Escavalier is going to just go down, so it doesn't really matter what it does this turn. Slowbro is going to come out. Okay, that can eat a Sludge Bomb pretty well. Yeah, Gengar goes for Sludge Bomb. This isn't going to do too much. Yeah, it's okay damage for like a resisted hit, and Knuckle into the Escavalier. It's going to go down. It was going down to Burn anyway, but now Terrakion is at +2. And this is a little bit of an awkward position now because Justin can bring his Inteleon back in, and I'm pretty sure that Snipe Shot can pick it up. Yeah, so like I'm pretty sure Snipe Shot can pick up Terrakion, and then Trick Room can go up. But if you protect an Icy Wind, Trick Room goes up, and then Inteleon's slower than the Terrakion. So this is kind of a weird position. I don't really know what you do. even if you just like protect Terrakion, then like it could die to maybe an expanding force. I don't really know how much damage Slowbro is capable of doing.
Yeah, I think if you're Gemma, you're probably just opting for the Rock Slide since you're +2, but you also have to be cautious of the Inteleon. I mean, the Inteleon can target down kind of anything in this situation, but one thing that I would kind of be afraid of is maybe go straight for the Gengar, as it's going to try and set up the Icy Wind here, more than likely, right?
Yeah, see, this is the... Oh,
and the Inteleon gets the dodge there too, so that's pretty big. If
Justin goes for Trick Room, that is the luckiest. That is the dodge that you want to happen. Yeah, Trick Room. So Gemma gets like the best of both worlds. Like, she doesn't lose her Terrakion, and she's not slower, and she's slower than the Inteleon. I imagine Justin may do something like Protect. I don't know if Amoonguss regenerated enough health to survive a +2 Rock Slide. It's really going to come down to how much damage Slowbro is going to be able to do with like Expanding Force or whatever its Psychic type move is it's packing.
I don't think it does quite enough to take out the Terrakion in this position.
And yeah.
That's probably your bigger... You want to take out more than anybody here, and it is going to target down the Terrakion, and it does bring it down to 34 HP with that stand boost, letting it live. Rock Slide's going to come out +2, more than likely going to be enough. Oh,
Ooh,
not quite. It brings it into the red.
On.
That's pretty impressive from the Slowbro there.
Yeah. Now this is a rougher position for Gemma. Obviously, another Expanding Force is going to KO Terrakion. I don't know if you can, like, Protect Stall your way out of the Trick Room, and I don't know if you want to bring Brodom. And then there's also the Amoonguss in the back, because like once one of these things go down, then you have an Amoonguss in Trick Room, which is super not good, because it can just spore everything. But yeah, it comes down to how well Gemma can like manage these Trick Rooms turns. Ally Switch is a way to do that.
Expanding Force gonna come out, targeting down what was the Terrakion. Gengar switches over into that slot, and it is gonna get the cursed body off. So we will not see an Expanding Force next turn. Terrakion does get the Rock Slide off, and it does connect with both Pokemon, and it is able to pick up the double knockout.
Yeah. So now Amoonguss comes back in. And I think that everything's kind of fine from here, because you can protect and like stall out the Trick Room turns, and because what Amoonguss has to do is like not only put something to sleep, but also like
not die.
keep it asleep in order for it to get this 2 KOs. And I don't know if it's carrying Sludge Bomb or Energy Ball. It's doable, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think if you're Justin here, you actually want... Okay, I was going to say you actually want one of these Pokemon to protect turn 1 here, and then maybe target down the other one to try and put it to sleep. But if Gemma's going to try and figure out which one Justin is favoring, she has kind of a better idea where she's free to really probably just double into this Amoonguss.
Yeah. So now, like, you double into the Amoonguss.
Oh wow! It actually changed targets there.
Yeah. And Terrakion activates Lumberry, which is why we put it on there. So Amoonguss would be less of a problem. And even if you miss Rock Slide here, you should be fine, because it looks like Thunderbolt's going to be able to take it out with 2 hits. Yeah.
And I think that's the last turn at Trick Room too, anyway.
Yeah, Lumberry was... Chase and I talked about the benefit of between Lumberry and like our choices came down to, do we want Terrakion to have Lumberry and Swords Dance, or Weakness Policy and Safeguard? And I was rooting for Lumberry, Chase was rooting for Weakness Policy, and for what Jim ended up running in the tour, the Lumberry won, and I think she said that she's just very used to playing it with Lumberry, which like it's so securing to be like, nah, not today. You can't put me to sleep.
Well,
yes,
I like
safeguard though.
I like Lumberry a lot, mostly because you already have beat up as an option if you want to boost the attack. So it's good to get rid of the status on top of that, so you don't necessarily need the weakness policy. I like Lumberry the most in Gemma's position on Gemma's team.
That was kind of my reasoning behind it too. Was like, well, we have such an easy time of like boosting the stats on this thing. I don't know if we need like a weakness policy on top of that. But it did kind of discourage people going for like super effective attacks into it, which was Chase's point. Which I don't like. I think that like regardless of whichever one we went with, it was mostly the same thing. It just would change how you played it.
Right. Yeah, but that's all through playing game one with them first, and then seeing what they have on their team.
Yeah, Justin may just go straight for Trick Room this time, seeing as how the Gengar was able to like manipulate the speed to Gemma's favor, and Persian going down didn't really seem to affect all that much. I don't know if this is a setup in Teleon still. We only ever saw the water move. Oh, okay, that's a lot scarier. Ooh, yeah, I think Gemma got a little bit outled here because both of these things threaten too much damage on either of your Pokemon.
Well, last game we saw the Inteleon go straight for the max, and it was enough to take out the Persian.
Yeah, and I have played Life Orb Inteleon before, and I can tell you that it can one-hit KO the Terrakion as well. So Justin kind of just has like the pick of whatever they want to do. Justin going straight for the Dynamax. I imagine it's going to be the Inteleon again. I imagine this would be like a Protect from Urshifu and a Snipe Shot into the Terrakion. Yeah, no, like, Justin was like, I'm just going to lead the two things that I know can kill the Terrakion, so it's not an issue. No Protect coming out from the Urshifu, Fake Out coming out, Hydro Snipe going into what was the Terrakion, and wow, that is way too much damage for a resisted hit.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. That basically means this Inteleon is free to just kind of KO whatever it feels like KOing right now.
Yeah, I think even if Rotom Dynamaxes, it might still be in range of like, well, I don't know if the Urshifu's Focus Sash can be banded, but it could be in range of like a close combat or a Wicked Blow. So yeah, that will. Justin kind of just like led with as much offense pressure as he could, and it just kind of is like threatening too much, and it does way too much damage on like the switch in. Rotom going for Protect. If it got targeted by the Urshifu, that's not going to be able to help. Hydro Snipe looks like it's going for the Persian, meaning that Urshifu is going to hit the Rotom even through Protect, and it's definitely going to go down. I don't know if it went for Close Combat or Wicked Blow, but either one. Yeah, Close Combat is going to pick it up. And now Gemma is down to her last two Pokemon of what I believe is Gengar and Terrakion. Yeah. That was quite a shift in the power balance.
I don't think it's quite over though. Justin just has the one turn left of the Dynamax there from the Inteleon, and these aren't necessarily two Pokemon that you want to mess around with. Gemma's gonna look like she's trying to get the speed advantage back in. I mean, it is gonna be hard for her to fight back, but I don't necessarily want to counter out just yet.
Yeah, that is true. You never want to like count someone out until like it's actually the end of things. Obviously, she still has a speed control option with the Gengar, and if she can kind of like get the turns right and get the reads right, I think she'll be. She is definitely still in this. It's just going to be very much an uphill battle right now. Urshifu actually switches out, which makes me think that it is banded. I'm not 100% sure about that. Scavalier switches in. It's the same term from last time. Oh, well, that also, it can just get killed by Gengar. Gengar Sludge Bomb, so that also makes sense.
Oh, yeah. So we do see the Dynamax here from Gemma's Terrakion.
Yeah, going for
is
the
just
max
gonna-
card.
So maybe predicting the Hydro Snipe coming from the Inteleon, and she does get it, so that's going to waste Justin's last turn of Dynamax for the Inteleon. So pretty good play there by Gemma, I think.
Yeah, solid play. Escavalier's, Justin brought the Escavalier again, which is honestly like a little bit surprising to me. I don't think they kind of did that much, but I guess he still thinks it's pretty useful. It is immune to like Gengar's only attack, so if you can like if you can just get rid of the Terrakion, then like I think the Gengar can just never win because Gengar's only attack is Sludge Bomb, and Justin did see all 4 of Gengar's attacks, so he knows that it can never hit the Escavalier. Now things get. I think this is the area where like Gemma has to call like every single turn correctly at this point, because being on our last 2 months, like the momentum's just very much in Justin's favor, so he just kind of has to like position himself. Yeah,
wow.
Switch out to Inteleon. If this is the Urshifu and Gemma went for a Knuckle, that's gonna be the kind of stuff that'll get her back in the game. Yeah, Will-O-Wisp onto the Escavalier. I mean, this damage output is gonna be suboptimal for the rest of the game.
Oh, and it is going to be a Knuckle.
Nice.
And it just started getting down the Urshifu, and it doesn't look like it's Sash. I think that is more than enough to take it out.
Yeah, the fake out already broke any potential Sash that was on it.
Oh, that's true.
Drill Run coming out. This wasn't enough to take it down to Sash last time, so Jim's still sitting fine with her Gengar. The question is, how much does Terrakion take from a Hydro Snipe? Oh, Slowbro just comes out. Never mind. I think I see what Justin's kind of going for here. He wants to create the like Terrakion versus Inteleon in game, so he's gonna go for the Drill Run here. I don't think he's even gonna go for Trick Room. I think he's just gonna try to get the KO onto the Gengar. That way, Terrakion just loses to Inteleon in the end.
Yeah, I think if you can take the Gengar out this turn here, the Terrakion's going to be stuck in a Dynamax position where it's going to be it's not going to have a chance to get a Rock Slide off.
Yeah, Ally Switch comes out, Expanding Force. I don't know if that was so much calling the Ally Switch, or just the fact that both the moves that Justin would have been going for were super effective to both Terrakion and Gengar. Like, it's kind of safe to just double one spot. That Drill Run's not going to do too much.
Yeah, I don't think he was necessarily calling for an Ally Switch. I think that he was just trying to get rid of that Gengar.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a win-win. Like, even if you do Ally Switch there, like, your Gengar's weak to Psychic and Ground, so even if you do Ally Switch, I get decent damage off on Terrakion. And now something like another Quick Draw could be really problematic. Because Terrakion is in range of a Snipe Shot at this point. Gengar goes for another Ally Switch. There was no Quick Draw this time. I think Jimmy needs a flinch. Yeah. That's good damage on a Scab. Oh, Rock Slide's neutral. It's not resisted. Drill Run into the Terrakion. Actually,
down to 8.
Knockout.
So it's still anybody's game here. I think Justin might have to try and call whether an Ally Switch is going to come out or not.
I think this is like a 50-50 for multiple reasons. I think personally that like Ally Switch would just lose Gemma the game because here's my thought process. Terrakion can't afford to take a Hydro Snipe. It cannot afford to take any attack right now. So, and if if Justin just targets the Gengar and like gets rid of it, like snipes and Hydro snipes into it, then because like it's obvious the Terrakion wants to protect, then Gengar goes down. It doesn't lose speed control. It covers for Terrakion protecting, and anything else. So I think she just kind of has to call that like Gengar's the target. Oh, and then he just protects with Inteleon. Never mind. Then it's going to come down to how much this Rock Slide does to the Escavalier. Rock Slide connects.
Wow.
Okay, it gets the KO. Wait, does it? Yeah, it does. Okay.
Uh-huh. That was a big Rock Slide there.
So, if Sludge Bomb KOs Inteleon, I think you just Sludge Bomb close combat here. I think you kind of like need it too, because like it's too risky to like call who you target. Oh, it's Blizzard!
And the Terrakion gets the avoid here.
Oh,
Blizzard is going to be enough to take out the Gengar. Curse Body's going to stop Blizzard from coming out next time around, and I think we're about to see Gemma get the KO here. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was a sick play. That was the win con. I respect it. Oh, crit on top of it too. Yes, Adam, please come to my TED Talk where I will spend an entire 2 hours talking about one turn decision process. We'll just create one scenario and then I'll talk 2 hours about how the possible scenarios that could play out. But man, that was a really, really sick play, and like that was the win con. And like props to Gemma for like bringing it back after like the kind of like really offensive momentum that Justin was able to build up. But man, if those are the turns that like make my heart race of like, oh no, he had Blizzard the whole time.
that was really crazy.
It was a trap.
Yeah, and I think if that Blizzard had connected to that Terrakion, it would have been more than enough to get that 8 HP that Terrakion was hanging on.
Oh yeah, definitely. Inteleon's super strong, but that was like the closest end game I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was. All right, so very entertaining 2 games there from our first match between Gemma and Justin. We are going to cut into our Be Right Back screen, and then we will be into our second matchup of the night, which I think is Chase and Adam.
Hey, you like that video? We think you should check this out, and YouTube thinks you should check this one out. And be sure to subscribe for more content.